Derrick, it's been a tough season for the defense. How hard was it for you to have to kind of sit on the sideline and watch the guys go through that injuries and such?
Oh, it sucks. We had a lot of our big pieces missing. Went through off season where we got rid of guys, and to be able to still have the core pieces we had and then lose them. I mean, that was tough.
What about going into an off season where, sure, there's always roster turnover, but at the top, like you guys have some consistency for the first time in a while. How encouraging is that?
Very. Not going through a head coaching turnover or a GM turnover. So I mean, we're excited about being able to continue the process and build on what we already have.
How tired, like how exhausting is that to have that 2 years in a row and then to know to not have to worry about it?
I think the uncertainty sucks, to be honest. But you got to just sit in the business where you can always let that type of stuff affect you. You got to be able to come in here and go to work every single day. So.
In your opinion, I know you're not the GM, but how do you fix some of the holes on that side of the ball in defense?
I don't know. That's a question for Dan. So I'll let Dan and Coach Canales handle that one.
Derrick, you clearly had a big year last year. What's your assessment of the scheme after watching it from the sideline this year?
I like to be a part of it. I wish I was more involved in the scheme this year, to tell you that much. Just kind of watching the games and then knowing how teams attacked us last year and then playing those same teams, how they try to play us this year. They're attacking the scheme, man. Those missing pieces that we have on defense, I mean, they're going right at it. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, you got to roll with the punches in the situation and what you dealt. So.
In years past, your unit has been asked to sort of help, maybe at times carry things, like when the offense has been struggling. When you're watching this, like especially the last half of the season, the offense just ball out. Like how encouraging is that for you? Like how exciting is that for you?
It makes me very excited to get back, I'll tell you that much. And then for them to go and beat Atlanta yesterday, I was thrilled, to say the least.
Derrick, how are you physically?
I'm good. I'm halfway through the process of coming back, so I hope to be back by OTAs. Being in here every single day with the training room staff, and just it's been good for me. Mentally, I haven't really had a mental break with my kids, so just doing things that I don't normally get to do. Doing pick up and drop off and going to class parties. So we did a lot of things this year that I may not get a chance to do for a while.
How tough is it mentally to go through when you're used to being out there on the field, playing all the snaps, all that kind of stuff, to not being able to take that role?
I haven't missed a game in my career other than when I had COVID. So I was talking to my wife and I told her, I was like, I damn near felt invincible. So a little reality check hit me this year. So it sucked. Sucked to miss the whole season, not to be able to be out there with the guys, especially. We knew we were going to have a tough challenge ahead of us, and just not being able to help and contribute. It hurt at first, but being in here with these guys every single day, being in the training room, the support staff. I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, they've been there for me through every single step of the way, and I come in here and get to hang out with them and get to harass everybody a little bit and go on about my day.
Derrick, you're a guy who's been around for a little while. How do you assess the overall mood of the locker room at the start of this offseason as opposed to the start of others?
Well, we just won. So, I mean, getting a win going into 2025, I mean, that's something for us to build on. Not something to hang our hat on, but something for us to build on. And just watching the guys yesterday fight, I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, this game's hard enough. So to be able to come in here and watch them go do that yesterday, I mean, that was awesome.
There are going to be some questions about Evero. What are your assessments of him as a defensive coordinator?
I like E. I mean, E's message has always been, hey, man, coaches can only do so much. So, I mean, us as players got to be able to go out there and make the play. Because, I mean, it's just like, it works hand in hand. He always says, if the call is a bad call, then y'all make it right. If the play is a bad play, then hopefully the call makes it right. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 street. So, I like coaching. So, we'll see what happens.
You think he was put in a tough situation given, first of all, the guys that, left this past offseason and then the injuries? Was he put in a almost impossible situation?
I mean, it was, like I said, we don't get to choose the cards we dealt in this business. So, I mean, for us to be able to come out here and, we had a plan, we just need to execute it. And on the back end right now, I think, we've had a revolving door on defense. We had some guys get some playing time that haven't seen much playing time before. So, I mean, I think now is, You know, those guys got experience. You know, we'll have something to build on in the offseason, I'm sure. You know, they'll bring in some pieces. So, you know, we'll just look at it like that going forward.